today's goal is to get over to Montana, maybe grab something to eat over there. Yeah, Wallace it's one of my favorite spots. It's pretty nice. Well, I stopped at that little tiny store, got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the old guy there told me, go just past this steel bridge, go up, and this leads me the way I need to go. I don't know, because it's going the wrong way currently. Here we go. I like the looks of this. Thank you, guy at that store. What a good fella. Told me exactly where I needed to go to get around on these little tiny dirt roads. This is such a cool bridge up here. I would have never known about this otherwise. So this is such a backwoodsy kind of road. Anyways, I'm heading to the next town. I'm in Montana right now. This bike is running rich still, but it's doable. Wow, yeah, this is so nice up here. I am very appreciative of that guy because I don't like riding around on the freeway, which is one of the options, but not a good one. It's much better to get around on dirt, on my dirt bike. I made a video once of how fast this thing will go top speed. Well, I can tell you for sure that I'm not really comfortable riding this on the road any more than 55 miles per hour. I thought it was geared to the moon, but not so. Right around 55 is good cruising, where I can just flip the throttle every once in a while and get oil fed to the engine enough where I'm comfortable with it. Idaho and Montana are almost twins in terms of the political climate, how people behave. It's pretty awesome, really, to come into Montana, and they're like a step above us. Right on the front of the first store I go into, it says guns are welcome here, and then it said something about the average time for a 911 call and the average time to draw your weapon or something like that. And yeah, of course everybody's really friendly and their hospitality is great. In that little store back there, they had just the basic necessities. It was a really cool little place, actually, right off the freeway. But the guy came in there and told me exactly where to go, what I needed to do, where I could find fuel if I needed it. Right as I left that place, him and his wife ordered huckleberry milkshakes that are homemade. If I would have known that situation was possible, I would have probably had one of those instead of my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Get some homemade stuff, man. That's a hole in the wall for sure. That's like more than a hole in a wall. That's a tiny little spot that I would have never guessed. What is surprising about this road is how nice it is. I could drive my ambulance on this, which seems a little odd to me considering I had to climb up to it. But apparently this goes all the way through. Yeah, I don't know how it's not all washboarded. I guess it doesn't receive too much traffic. Yeah, man, backcountry explorers. This is the way to go right here. If I had some dual sport, a big old dual sport adventure bike, I think I would be seeking out this kind of stuff right here. Anyways, guys, I'm going to stop at this next town here in Montana, and then I'm probably going to head up into the mountains, try to do a loop. Is this a town? Or is it not? Can't really tell. Right now I'm entering Hogan, Montana. I think what I'm going to do here is hit this intersection and go under the bridge. See what they've got over there. Open. They've got a coffee shop. Nice. Smoothies, ice cream. Well, this place looks promising. If this place has some two-stroke oil. Doubt it. Over here, just looking for some single track. 200 flavors of milkshakes can be had right there. It's a lot of M&Ms. It's all about the M&M decorations. Alright. Filled up at that gas station. They had some Universal 2-cycle oil, which I mixed into this bike 32-to-1, so I don't trust it, but I've had worse. I've certainly had worse. This looks like the spot. Looks like the spot to me. This is definitely the spot. Dang. I'm a trail sniffer outer. Alright, I am going to make a call and then I'll start on this trail. Alright, well, I stopped at Saltese, Montana for a little snack. Some good advice there. Then I stopped at Hogan, Montana, because they've got a really nice setup for a gift shop and all of that, and a restaurant. So I had a nice meal there. It's kind of weird coming from a dirt bike to just sit down and have a nice meal. But right away, the culture in Montana it's very similar to the culture in Idaho, actually, but it's just really friendly. I like the people here a lot. pretty nice to be in Montana. This trail is it's pretty sweet. It's nice, fast, flowy stuff. Today I was a little bit concerned about gas, so I filled up at a gas station. And of course this bike takes premix, but they had universal 2-stroke oil, so I threw that in here at a ratio of 32:1. So it's gonna have to do. Sometimes the bikes just have to do. And if they don't, well, I guess I'm stranded in the mountains. But this bike only has about a third of the tank with that stuff in it, and the other third is the stuff that I use. So the other 2/3, I hope I said that. The other 2/3 is the stuff I use. Ugh. Well, this bike doesn't idle right now because of the air screw being blocked off. I lost my air screw, so despite my best efforts to keep it in there, it fell out. It is what it is. I plugged the hole, but now I can't really idle the bike. Yesterday, all day, I rode the Beta 300. That bike just feels better and better the more I ride it. I think I need to soften up the suspension on it, actually. But the oil light came on. It was telling me that I need to put more oil in it, so I have been keeping an eye on that. It's got about a third of an oil tank left, but I don't want to push it. And it's time for the Husky to put in some work. I really don't mind riding the Husky at all. I brought my dog on this trip. He's such a pampered little guy. But he sits back at the ambulance in camp. I have him tied up there. I kind of worry about him. Mostly just worry about him doing something really dumb. But he is so far from a wolf. Such a pampered puppy dog. That trail dipped right into the root system of that tree, where it was anyway. Curious what the trail did before that tree fell. It's ran straight into a tree. Will say that I'm pretty unsure as to what this bike will do, because I have messed with things on it. I replaced the needle on it. I'm not sure what the power is going to be like, but it feels way better right now. Just a little bit unfamiliar with this bike now. Now that I've been riding that beta around, it's got different balancing points. With that beta, once you put your foot down, the ground is just right there. It makes pivot turn dynamics way, way easier. So whoever rides this trail, I imagine they probably have to travel to get here. These are pretty steep switchbacks. I don't see a lot of digging or anything like that. Looks to me that the riders on this trail are doing a good job at maintaining traction. I don't see my phone on my bars, and I don't remember if I had it. I'll catch you guys on the next section. Peace. Montana's so friendly that even their bugs are friendly. I have not been bit by a single bug or harassed by mini bugs. The forest here is just lush green. I noticed that it's pretty healthy, so it seems like they don't have to cut too often. This trail has had some kind of switchbacks here and there. It looks to me like it's gonna follow a ridge up. Could be wrong though. This is more uncharted territory for me. Well, it's gone over the top, so not sure where this is leading. I do know trails that this is leading towards too, so sometimes whoever created the trail just takes it in some wild areas. Well, I will say this, the Husqvarna seems to be running good off of this oil I put in it. Seems to be acting right. I've had to get on the clutch pretty good a few times up some of those climbs, put a lot of stress on it. Man, this is some good stuff. I talked about it being green. And here we are at a burnt section. Somewhat. It's not terrible though. It's not scorched earth. It's been a while since it burned. Well, I swapped out the needle on this bike, and that really made a lot of the difference. I think I've restricted the fuel enough with that change. Whoa. This is a good one. This is a really good one. What is that? God. I've got to do battle, guys. Catch you on the next section. Don't go dying on me. Oh. Alright, well, looks like Salty's down to my right here, and I gotta find out how I'm gonna get down there. This doesn't look sketchy, I don't know what does. are some fish in here. Can see them eating. I wonder how many. Well, anyways, I just wanted to ride over here and show you guys a lake that I spotted. Well, what's going on, guys? Right now I'm just trying to get back as close to home, or as close to home base, I should say, as I possibly can without going on the freeway. And so the freeway is off to my left, and I am following a dirt road that I think pretty much goes all the way. There are a lot of these around. I was talking to a couple people that told me that there are dirt roads off of the freeway that you could travel on and get way far into Montana. And I like it, because if I'm on a motorcycle, it makes life way easier. Through the freeway I go. Do I want to go that way still? Nobody knows. I'm at the end of where I want to be on this dirt road, I think. How far am I from there? I might as well just hit this freeway from here, it looks like. How do you get on the freeway without dying here? That's the question. I do believe there must be an exit or something. But looks like some people take this route here. Very interesting. Hey, as long as it goes, I'm going. I'm in the woods. That took a turn. This is not leading the right direction anymore. Into the woods I go, I guess. If I remember right, everything intersects. Okay, what was that? As you can tell, my bike does not idle. Whoa! I have found the portal. I don't know if the portal is leading me the right way, but that is not official. But it appears to be going exactly where I need it to go. What's weird about this road is it's clearly no longer in use. They've got overgrowth, deadfall. It's just a road of the past that I teleported to somehow. I found an alternate dimension. There's swamps everywhere, there's streams. Look at this. Freaky. This goes... There's some stuff here that... There's just all kinds of stuff here. I don't trust that. But the freeway comes somewhere, it wraps around, and I think maybe those actually went up to where it wrapped around. Right now it's going the wrong direction, but it's got to make a hard left here somewhere. This road feels so post-apocalyptic. Post-apocalyptic. I'm tired, guys. I'm real tired. Give me a break. I already looked at the map. The map has concluded it does in fact go the right way. Follows the freeway. This must be the old highway that went through here or something. Okay, freeway entrance. I'm not gonna pretend I like it, but you know, there's just not a lot you can do about that. Why are they wrapping and going the opposite ways? Freaking me out with these roads. Exits. That exit will go the wrong freaking direction. Oh, there we go. This is the on-ramp. Alright. Squared away in my head. I connected the two wires that were required to hit this off-ramp. Or on-ramp, whatever. Welcome to Idaho! I'm gonna stop here and take a picture because Idaho deserves a picture. Whoa. It's got a lot of stickers on it. Let's see if I have a sticker. Alright, well, I'm entering Wallace, Idaho. This is where I'm parked. There are some really neat little towns around here. Historic Wallace, Idaho. What is that? Man, I wonder how much this freeway overpass costed.